Welcome back to another episode of the Almost Tipsy Vegan. I appreciate y'all, and today we're going to make an eggplant dish. And I'm sure some of y'all are going to say, "Ooh, I don't like eggplants." Well, you don't like eggplants maybe because you have not had it cooked properly. So what we're going to start out with is, and I'm trying to be transparent on everything, the pan's getting hot. I don't normally put oil in here, but when I get finished cooking, I do put a little bit of oil in there just to protect the pan. So we're going to start out with, this is a half of a white onion. We're going to start it cooking. See, you can probably hear it sizzling a little bit. So, okay. We're going to give that just a second to brown up a little bit. Not long because we don't want it burning. We got a lot of things to put in here. So, give that just a second. Okay. Now then, we're going to put, this is 2 cloves of minced up garlic. 2 cloves of minced up garlic. And let that brown just a little bit. It smells good in here. Okay. Now we're going to put, this is 1 yellow bell pepper diced up. It's got a lot of water in there. The pepper does, so it's going to hydrate the pan a good bit. So we'll put that in there and let it cook a little bit. Yep. Okay. So you got pepper, letting that water come out. Gotta keep it stirred so it does not stick. Like I said, I'm not really using a lot of oil. Now, here, I'm gonna give y'all a little hint here, a little clue, a tip. This is fresh ginger. We keep it in the freezer and then we grate it. It grates so easily. And it's a lot easier. And, you know, fresh ginger is always, to me, a lot better than powdered ginger. And we're also going to put, we grew this in our garden. This is fresh turmeric. And it tastes so much better than powdered turmeric, but you don't always have this, so use it when you can. And this is 2 small jalapeno peppers diced up, a red one and a green one, with seeds and all. So we've got that. And let me stir it real quick. Okay. We've got that in there. Cooking really, really good. I'm going to get this board out of the way now so that I have a little bit more room up here. And I've just gotten a knife like this. If y'all have not tried a knife like this, I love it. It's heavy enough. It just slices right through the vegetables without much effort at all. So, okay. So that's cooking really good. And now then we're going to start with some, we're going to put some cumin in here. We are going to put a half a teaspoon of cumin. Half a teaspoon of cumin. Then we're going to put, 1 teaspoon of paprika. I just put 2 half spoons will work. Okay. We're going to put 1 teaspoon, can get the top off, there we go, of chili powder. One, that's 2 halves. And then we're going to put, again, 1 teaspoon or 2 halves of coriander. It's ground up coriander. Okay, so those are our spices right now. I'm going to add some more in a few minutes, but I want to keep it from sticking. So I'm putting 1 can of no salt added tomato sauce. This will help keep it from sticking so bad. And of course, the tomatoes will stick too, so I'm going to add some more stuff in a minute. And I'll rinse it out with a beer. This dish, you can have so much flavor. This is a black and tan beer. If y'all aren't familiar with that, it's a dark beer. It has so much flavor. But I'm going to rinse the can out with this. You see, they got most of the tomato out. Now, y'all know on this show, if we're cooking with alcohol, we're drinking with alcohol. So, see how pretty and dark that is? Okay. So, we got the tomato sauce in here. And it's simmering away. Now then, we're going to add a few more spices. We're going to add, I always add this no salt seasoning here. Just have a little bit of all kinds of spices in it. Just add a little bit of that, 1 teaspoon of that. Again, I'm saying 1 teaspoon is 2 half teaspoons. You don't get confused on that. And I'm going to put in just a half a teaspoon of garam masala. Just a half a teaspoon of that, because it's pretty strong. Okay? So those are our spices we're putting in there, except for salt and pepper. We're going to put some salt. This is pepper here. Put pepper. Kind of some pepper in there. Okay? And then a little bit of salt. Again, the salt can be as much as you like. I don't like that much. So, and again, this Himalayan pink salt. It's supposed to be a little bit more healthy with all the vitamins and minerals in there. So we're going to do that. Okay, now, this dish, again, is going to have so much flavor. Those of y'all that say you don't like eggplant, well, you haven't cooked it right. Okay, so now we're going to put, this is about, well, let's see, a good big spoon of tomato paste. Again, this is going to hit you in the face with flavor. Okay, let that get started. And now we're going to, let's see, we're going to put, this is just a can of pinto beans. They've been rinsed and drained. I'm going to put those in there. That's just a little extra protein. Okay, we got them all out. Now, we're going to put, these are just some chili peppers that have been soaking. We're going to put these in here, and we will take them out because they're tough before we eat it. And I've also diced up a potato that has been rinsed, so you get some of the starches off of it. And we're going to let that cook. And one of the final ingredients before we put the eggplant in is, I've told y'all many, many times, y'all been watching, beets are so good for you. Beets help me reduce my blood pressure. I think it's good for your blood. So anytime I have a chance to cook with beets, I add them. So we're adding beets to this. Okay, so we have the beets in there, we have the beans. We're going to let this cook for just a few minutes. Stir it around really good. Now, like I said, this is going to be full of flavor. So, what are we going to add now? We're going to add more of the beer. We're going to not to stick. We're going to let it simmer in this beer, which is going to add so much flavor. Now then, we're going to go ahead and add the eggplant. Okay, to save time with the eggplant, what I did was I diced it up. I let it soak in water, salt water, for maybe 30 minutes or so. I dried it off a little bit. I put it in the oven and baked it at 400 degrees. That's 200 degrees Celsius, I believe, roughly, for about 45 minutes. Halfway through, I flipped it over. But you can see what it looks like. Okay, it did not get crispy. All I added was a little bit of salt and pepper. So I'm going to add this to the dish, to the frying pan, just like that. And I'm going to stir it around. And we're going to let this cook now for about 30 minutes for the potatoes to cook, get all the flavor throughout the dish. It's going to all just melt together really good. So I'm going to let this cook. And we got a few more ingredients to add before we take it up. But y'all have your drink, come back, have fun. We'll see y'all in a little bit. Okay, people, I forgot to turn my microphone on. I guess I've had a little too much to drink, but I wanted to show you the dish. It's been cooking now for about an hour, and I wanted you to see the color. I'm going to put in some coconut milk. That's a half a can of coconut milk. That'll make it a whole lot creamier and give it again a little extra flavoring. Remember, this is full flavored eggplant. So those of y'all that say you don't like eggplant, well, you haven't had this dish yet. So anyway, I'm stirring it up, get it all blended together, getting the coconut milk mixed in throughout, and giving it time to warm up a little bit. So now then, I'm going to add my favorite ingredients again, and just another burst of flavor. Again, that's Jack Daniels, and I'll show you how much I'm going to pour. It's about a shot. I mean, it won't get a drink or anything, plus alcohol cooking off, but it does give it a little bit more flavor. And you know, if we're cooking on this show with alcohol, well, we got to be drinking on the show. And I love Jack Daniels, so I'm going to take a shot here. Cheers to y'all. So anyway, I hope y'all are having a good day, enjoying this. Thank you all for watching, having a good time. Again, I do apologize for being stupid, but when you're stupid, you gotta be tough. But anyway, now I'm still blending that together and still heating up. Now, I've got a bowl of rice over there. You're going to see, I'm getting it in just a minute. The rice we cooked a day earlier. So I stuck the bowl of rice in the microwave to heat it up. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the eggplant, bean mixture over the rice. That's the way I like to eat it. It tones it down a little bit because it is spicy. It's again, it's full flavored.
So now then, I'm going to add some, I'm asking my wife what it is, and I've already forgotten again. But anyway, it's arugula. That's what it is, arugula. I don't know why I have a hard time remembering that, but I diced up some arugula, and it's going on there. The more greens you have, the better off you are. And I'm also squeezing a little bit of lemon juice on there. So you can, the lemon juice gives it more vitamin C. Again, more flavor, more flavor. I'm going to taste it, and it is amazing. That food was so good. Again, people say they don't like eggplant. Well, they've not had the right kind of eggplant. That is really, really, really good. So anyway, uh, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I am the Almost Tipsy Vegan, and y'all please, again, I apologize, but that food was so good. I started to delete the old video, but it was so good I couldn't. Anyway, I'm the Almost Tipsy Vegan.